Hey Soul Family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we are doing advice that is meant to reach you right now. And to do this reading we are going to be picking 3 piles together. So we have 1, 2, and 3. Let's see what we have. Right, so for pile number 1, you have listen, for pile number 2, you have a long way home, and for pile number 3, you have the journey. If you like to pick with crystals, let me add these right now. There we go. So for pile number 1, you have the Mookite Jasper, and this is what your crystal looks like. For pile number 2, you have the Rose Quartz, and this is what your crystal looks like. For pile number 3, you have the green grass Jasper, and this is what your crystal looks like. All right, so take a look at which one of these 3 piles or 3 crystals you're the most drawn to, and that will probably be the pile for you here today. As I always encourage you, in case you feel drawn to more than one pile or maybe even all of the piles, trust your intuition. It could take you to piles that would truly give you the advice that you need on a certain situation that may be on your mind or maybe not on your mind at all, but could solve everything for you. You never know. So let your intuition lead you, guide the way, whether you're just drawn to one, several, or all. And as usual, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I'll see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1, welcome to your reading. You were drawn to the Mookite Jasper crystal as well as this Listen card. So I wonder how it's going to fit into your reading. Today we're taking a look at advice on your current situation. Right, so your tarot deck is now ready for use. Let's pick one card from each of these oracle decks. I feel like this is your card right there. And then, oh, looks like this is the one. And from this deck, I feel like we have 2 cards. Let's explore your oracle cards first. Right, so you have the 4th moon mansion with stone, which is ruled by Mercury and Saturn in Taurus. Interesting, okay. You know, this stone suddenly reminds me of the ancient tablets, like the emerald tablets. And so I feel like we're channeling energy, wise energy, directly from source, or from your Akashic records, on maybe certain events, on how they're going to play out, and also very wise advice, the sort of advice that once you apply, it really works on everything. So let's continue with your reading first. You have the 16th moon mansion with door. Yeah, the sort of advice that will help open up doors and opportunities for you in the areas that you need or want. So you have Uranus and Mercury in Libra. You have journey. there you go. My apologies. So that's the Moon Mansion, and that is the first card that you got. Okay, so you have Journey, and you have Self-Love. How interesting. Okay, how interesting. And you have 2 4s here. Okay, let's now take a look at your tarot cards. So you have the 10 of Swords. You have the Ace of Wands. I see, it just hits me. Okay, you have the 3, exactly. Okay, I'll tell you right now what I'm seeing. You have the 3 of Wands. We have the 7 of Swords, the 3 of Swords. You have the 7 of Pentacles, the 9 of Pentacles. You're blessed, but you're not seeing it. And finally, you have the Page of Cups. Okay, so what is going on here? Let's first explore what the swords are showing us, what the pain here is. So in the 10 of Swords, you know, I find this really brilliant in this deck, that you can see the swords cutting through someone in what feels like a claustrophobic box, yet there is not one drop of blood. And so this is signifying that it's not really physical pain, but it's rather your mind that is causing this suffering. And this claustrophobia is signifying that you're keeping yourself stuck with these thoughts in one area, and you're not maybe allowing yourself to get out of it. So the cause of suffering in this pile is more so the 2 cards that show mental suffering. Oh my God, I hope this video doesn't get a strike. Hold on. All right, as always, gotta be careful with the new YouTube rules. All right, here you have the 3 of Swords and you have the 10 of Swords, and both these cards have to do with sometimes suffering. Sometimes the suffering is unnecessary. Like there are definitely situations that are in your life that could cause sadness, that's for sure. No one can take that from you. But I'm seeing as your advice is that maybe this with the 10 of Swords and the 3 of Swords is reliving an experience over and over that is truly causing this pain. And we can see with the shadow here that it's not really the outside world, although the situation could be absolutely terrible, but really the source of suffering here is in the mind, you know, pulling at one's heartstrings, reliving the experience and not taking your mind outside of it. Could this be you blaming yourself for something? Because I do see self-love here. Not sure yet how this fits into your reading, but it seems like it does. Because you could be, okay, so there is suffering, but I think here you may be blaming yourself for it a lot. Like you're putting a lot of the reasoning for what is happening mostly on you, which is what is causing the suffer and the pain. I think here, my dear, beautiful pile number 1, you may be a little bit too hard on yourself. Causing bleeding here. Causing suffering. And I think with the swords here, despite the fact that the situation you could be in could be difficult, But I think it's your mind playing games on you and teasing you and giving you a very difficult time. And this is why you see right in the middle of your reading, centering your reading here is the biggest advice that you're meant to receive right now. Do you see this nurturing energy here with the Ace of Wands holding and taking good care of her baby? And you see with the Three of Wands here, the umbilical cord taking care of its plants. And so with the shark here, like the mind could be so, your mind could be so vicious on you unnecessarily, causing unnecessary suffering. It's always the mind, isn't it? It's always the mind. And I think here you are getting wisdom. And it's true, you know, that is truly wisdom, ancient wisdom, because you can even see in the Bhagavad Gita, it talks about unnecessary suffering that our mind causes. And so in that case, taking control of your mind by what I'm going to show you right here, it is going to liberate you from this type of suffering, no matter what happens in your life. See, we're seeing mothering energy in the Ace of Wands and the Three of Wands. The Wands are passion, and it could be warmth as well. And so here I see the advice of nurturing yourself and treating yourself like a mother would treat its small, little, sweet, fragile child. And it's something that you absolutely need now, and it's something that will give you the strength, the confidence to be a powerful person, and that is able to withstand whatever happens in your life. And so that's how you create confidence and give confidence to someone who's growing up. It's by giving them the feedback gently and speaking to them kindly, nurturing them. And so your biggest advice here, my dear pile number one, that whatever happens in your life, the most important thing before you do anything else is how you treat yourself and how you speak to yourself about it. And here you can see it's truly about gently giving yourself advice and gently speaking through it. Never blame yourself harshly. Never blame yourself really. Never tease yourself. Never say to yourself thoughts that could that you see the exposing here, that would make you feel like you're exposing yourself in a bad manner, because everyone in the world does great things, and we all do bad things sometimes, and we all mess up, and we all fail at things. That's just normal, and it's going to happen. And so when these things happen, you're being advised to treat yourself the way a mother would treat her child, and to speak gently, like, it's okay, things happen, and we messed up this time. That's fine. How can we learn from this experience so that we can do it better the next time? Hold your own hand, my dear pile number one. Don't speak to yourself in this situation harshly. Don't put labels on yourself. I mean, the world is already harsh. You don't need to, on top of all that, be harsh on yourself as well. And so be kind to yourself and tell yourself things like, it's okay, we messed up this time, didn't go well this time, I didn't do my best this time. Let's learn from it and do better the next time. Be forgiving as long as you're taking the feedback, and be patient with yourself. You know, just like a baby, it tries 1,000,000 times. Don't give up on yourself, and don't say, but I told myself not to do that again. It's okay. Don't be harsh on yourself, and give yourself the permission to take the time to learn and to grasp the concept and to see what's hurting you, you know? Because it seems like this is a situation that there's a lot of pain involved, and it's not easy to just get up and do it right. It would be such a harsh judgment to put on yourself, an expectation to put on yourself, really. And you'll just allow your mind to keep on teasing you and exposing you for things you really are, it seems, you need to grow in. You're still on a small level and need to grow. Like everyone in the world has some areas of their lives which they're really mature at and they do so well and is great, and every single person has an area and areas in their lives where we are still at an infancy level. We still didn't develop in it. A lot of the times it is due to pain and maybe lack of experience, maybe naivety, maybe so many things. So in these areas, don't judge yourself in the same way where other people have become experts at it. Life gave them the opportunity to deal with it and learn from it, and now they can do it better. And so it's your turn to nurture yourself and give yourself that loving energy, because it's only this loving energy that will finally free you and allow you to go through that journey fast, just like a train, finally be able to grasp and learn. Only when you're kind to yourself, be the only person in your life. If nothing else, if no one else does it, at least be the only person in your life that does not put labels on yourself. And speak to yourself kindly, speak to yourself in a nurturing way. Always, always encourage yourself and say, it's okay. We didn't know how to do it this time. What went wrong? Let's try again the next time. And when you're in that situation, don't cringe. Don't let your shadow out by starting to blame yourself again and tease yourself again and say bad things to yourself again. Again, you constantly see the advice of nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself until that area grows, and be very patient on yourself. That type of self-love that you give yourself will make you cross countries and take huge leaps in that area, and will finally open doors where it never was before. Doors in areas that didn't exist before. And it's funny, I was just going to say, and listen, and then you have that. Look, you could be feeling like you're below even the average level, and we see the infancy here in whatever you're trying to pursue or trying to fix or trying to get out of. You might feel like you're below the ground. You're not even like on zero level. But look at that. The mud in this card is represented by the hair, and we see growth. So although you think that you're below the zero level, there's no way out, you're stuck, here there is growth that you may not be aware of, and it will be this growth that will suddenly allow you to come out with great force, to come out and flourish in a way that you were not expecting. So listen here is signifying that although you can't see or hear anything, do note that things are changing internally, maybe even within you or within this situation. And although you cannot see it at the moment, at least you can hear it in the synchronicities and the advice maybe that you're being guided to hear in this reading. Maybe the listen is towards this very advice. Do note that you may not be seeing differences on the outside, but make no mistake that there are things growing on the inside, just like a plant, and will soon sprout out. And when it does, you will finally feel that the door that you've been waiting for is going to open for you. Finally, it's going to happen. And here we can see that the growth towards that may not be easy. It does require blood, sweat, and tears, but there is growth. Nonetheless, it's happening. And be patient with it, my dear pile number one. In fact, the more you nurture yourself, the more you move quickly and the less painful it is. And the 9 of Pentacles really shows that there is that you are, what's the word? That you're blessed. You may not be seeing it now, but once the journey starts happening, or once this situation starts working, you will see that you had all of these potential, all of this potential that will help you move quickly. Although you think you're going to be taking it step by step, these advantages that you have that you may not be seeing at the moment, but you certainly have, are going to make you move much quicker than you are thinking or expecting things to happen, my dear pile number one. So your biggest advice on your situation, whatever it is speaking to yourself kindly, not cringing, not labeling yourself, not teasing yourself, not acting like you were going to expose yourself, because really you are at a stage in this area of your life where you're still growing, and you want to take good care of yourself and nurture yourself and give yourself confidence in this area, not bring yourself down. And you will see that you will be writing history. You will be writing history in your story, or maybe for everyone to see and learn from. You will be rewriting and changing the narrative and how this energy is played out in your life to something completely different that will blossom out of the mud, and you will love the new doors and the new opportunities that will be created because of that growth. So until then, my dear pile number one, be patient with yourself, be gentle and kind, and it is only that energy that will help you heal and will help you move faster than you ever could expect. And do note one last thing here, is that you are actually blessed and you don't know it. There are so many advantages that you have that you may not be seeing at the moment, that will turn out to your advantage in such a great way that you're not expecting, as you're treating yourself kindly and growing out of this. My dear pile number one, this is exactly what I see for you. There's so many growth happening underneath everything, and you'll be surprised when things blossom. It's just going to look so beautiful and it's going to be so good. I don't know in what area of your life this is. Perhaps this is between you and spirit, you and the universe, but this is your advice on what that you're meant to hear right now. My dear pile number one, I truly hope you've enjoyed your reading, and if you have, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number one, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi pile number two, welcome to your reading. You were drawn to the beautiful rose quartz crystal, as well as the card A Long Way Home. Let's see how this card and your crystal fits into your reading today. And as you know, we're taking a look at advice that you're meant to hear right now. So I believe your tarot deck is now ready and shuffled. Ooh la la, this one wants to come out, so we're gonna take it. And we'll keep, oh, these are two. And we'll keep your tarot deck right here. Let's now pick up one card from each of these. Honestly, I feel this one and I feel this one. So I'm going to take them. Okay, let's now pick up, oh, looks like it's that one. And looks like it's this one. Okay. So, what do you have, my dear pile number two? You have the last quarter waning earth moon with principles. And you have the 17th moon mansion with sword. This moon mansion is ruled by Mercury and Pluto between Libra and Scorpio. All right. It's a matter of principle, where you're choosing between two things. You're thinking between two things. One is more towards your heart. Look at the feather here. And the other is more towards what may be righteous You know, in ancient Egypt, when a soul dies, they weigh their hearts against a feather. As you can see here, it just reminded me of the ancient Egyptian concept of the journey of the soul, where it measures the intentions of the heart and the deeds against a feather. And if the feather was heavier than the heart, it means that the heart was full of good intentions, was free of karma, and made the right choices, and was a good soul. And so it gets to continue living. So I really see with the snakes here that you're really tempted between two choices. One you feel is the right choice, the other feels like it's the one you want to go towards. And so it doesn't mean that this reading is saying, oh, don't follow your heart. Your heart may be the right direction, and maybe the reading is going to advise you to follow your heart, and you may be like over analyzing it or thinking about it in a way that may not be fair to you. Or maybe the reading will say that the other's advice, you know what's the right thing and do it. Or maybe the reading will surprise us with something we're not expecting at all. So let's follow your cards. So far, I see that with principles, it really made me understand what this card is talking about. It's a matter of principle here. You're not sure which direction to take. Okay, so here you have teaching with the tree. And you have lovers. Interesting. Okay, and you already have two cards. Yeah, lovers, matters of the heart. And teaching could be, you know, what you intellectually know as right. So here we have the Three of Cups. This is the shadowy side of the Three of Cups, and this is the light side of the Three of Cups. You know, it doesn't matter how I put it, we'll be considering both. You see the moon, that's the light side of the moon, and that's the dark side of the moon. Okay, and these are the ones we'll be taking. So, King of Cups, shadow side, light side. Three of Cups, shadow side, light side. The Wheel of Fortune, dark side, light side. The Fool, shadow, light. The Hierophant, shadow, light. And you know, the teaching really here reminds me of the Hierophant. So I'm gonna keep it here for now. Okay. And you have the Queen of Cups, shadow side, light side. And the Ace of Cups, shadow side, light side. Wow. Okay, this is going to be a really interesting reading. Can't wait to get into it. Is this like masculine energy and feminine energy? Yin yang, maybe? That's the Three of Cups here. What's the shadow side of the Three of Cups? Look, this person is wearing more jewelry, but the roses maybe have died. Here, it looks like this person is not wearing jewelry, is more concerned about life. This is the Five of Cups. I'm so happy I picked this up. This is not the Three of Cups. There's the Three of Cups. This is the Five of Cups. Okay, let me reflect on your cards here. Teaching seems to be very significant here as well. So let's see what's going on here. I think I understand now. This is not a reading about choosing between two different things. Here's the thing. It's two ways of doing the same thing. It's actually, this reading is actually about one thing that you want to do, and you're choosing different ways of doing that thing. You can either do it the right way with the Hierophant here in the teaching, or you can do it in the way that is more tempting to your heart at the moment. And how did I get that? I got it right here. See, Ace of Cups, both of them are gonna get a cup because there is abundance in the universe. One of them is trying to snatch it. The other one is taking what is rightfully theirs. And so this comes from the card of the Queen of Cups. Following temptation, rather than being balanced and strong and knowing that with the message here, you're always going to get what you're supposed to get. There's always abundance. So there's some sort of snatching energy here. You can even see it in the King of Cups. And the lack here with the Five of Cups. And also the Moon here is waiting for guidance and to get what you're supposed to get, even though in the Moon card you still don't know if you're going to get it and when you're going to get it. And here, attacking to get it. So yeah, I'm starting to understand what this is about. And so it's exactly why you have the Wheel of Fortune here. You can see creating your fortune through energy that you may regret later by attacking, or getting your fortune and getting exactly what you deserve because you deserve to get it in the right way, that where you would feel very proud of yourself. So I think this is a situation where you're really tempted to go after something that you want. But you know what, this energy here that we're seeing, it does not mean that you're gonna do something nasty to get it. Not at all, my dear pile number 2. It simply could mean, for example, being impatient. And how impatience could tempt you to take action that you may regret later, you know? Because when you're impatient, you may lose along the way, here with the Five of Cups, important things that you will later understand that mean so much to you, and just because you wanted to get something right now. So your reading is really advising you to wait. You are so tempted to begin, but you see, things can break down and you can fall any second. Can you see your cards? Yeah, I think you can. Yes. So, but moving very quickly and not being patient can make you really lose everything. And you see, you can trap and fall, especially in a risky situation. And so your reading is really showing you to take things easy so you can realize where the risks are. There are so many things that you're going to gain by being patient. Exactly, by being patient. And that is not putting yourself in a risky situation, not losing important things that come along with whatever you want to have in your life. And this is why you have a long way home. I understand now. It's a matter of timing for you. It's like, that's a long journey. That's going to take a long time. Oh, I understand you and feel you, my dear pile number 2. I feel your frustration. As a fellow human being, I totally understand how you feel. We all go through this. But the stakes are high. Snatching something before time due to impatience may make us lose a lot of things. And that could also be with the King of Cups position. Like, it could be like your position, your pride, your status, your your position in a certain situation, you don't want to lose yourself along the way, is what I'm trying to get at. And with the Three of Cups, it may seem also that there may be also people involved. So you don't want to lose, perhaps, take the rights of other people without meaning to. That could be another element here in your reading. Especially of the ones you love. And so although it's tempting to just take action, you know, like this could remind me of the energy of being tempted to show your anger and to unleash your frustration on someone. And while it may feel so good at the moment, in the moment, you might really be regretting it later. And so your reading is saying, be patient. You do have the choice. At the end of the day, you will always have the choice. But with every choice comes consequences and comes many things with it. And you will, as free as your choice are, you will be dealing with these consequences that come with the actions that you take. You decide to be patient and wait and do things the right way, you will reap the benefits that come with that, including how you see yourself and your position in this situation. And in learning along the way with the Moon card, by the way, how to manifest, which are secrets that only your intuition and your mind understands. Sometimes it's little things that you understand that you can't really explain. And even when you explain it out loud, having other people that haven't gone through it may go, oh yeah, I heard that before. But you, having gone through it, you totally understand that it's not that it's genuinely what works. And so along the way, you're learning how to truly manifest. For example, you're learning to keep the valuable things that are important to you and the valuable people that are important to you, your position, how you view yourself, and not lose the other benefits that come with doing it the right way. Because there's an emphasis here with the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups, and how you view yourself, how others view you, your situation, you know, your position in this situation. And so you can get this the right way, or you can get this the wrong way. Either case, you're going to get it, but you're going to face the consequences of it. So, for example, you can get it but lose it right away. That's a consequence. Or you can get it but lose important people. Or you can get it but it could give you small benefits rather than give you all the benefits you're expecting, and so on. You know how in movies they say we can do this the easy way or we can do this the hard way. So I kind of feel like it's exactly what this card is saying. You know, you want to do this the hard way, gonna get it right away, but you may face consequences that make it so not worth it of getting it right away, or maybe even getting it at all. But really your advice here that you're meant to hear right now is that it may take a long time. And it doesn't mean long time in number of days, but long time in how you feel, because time is relative, especially with regards to how we feel about it. You know, 3 minutes could be frustrating for someone, for example, who is feeling so much pain and needs some medicine to calm the pain down, right? So it doesn't mean that it's going to take days and years or weeks. It just means that you may not feel like you want to wait that long, even if it's a short time, to get what you want to get. But the biggest advice is to really weigh things out before you take action in all the different ways. Your position, your with regards to the people involved and how important they are to you. Also, that's why you have the Hierophant and the teaching here centering your reading, studying it and doing the right thing, even if you don't feel like it. And how, and the benefits that would come, the benefits and the disadvantages that would come with taking that action straight away. It may feel really nice in the moment, but be really bad later on. And how risky, what type of risk you're putting yourself in taking that action just to take something now. And will you even be taking it all together if you put yourself in that type of risk? So there are many things that you need to study with the Hierophant and the teaching here. And you see there's also a shadow aspect to the Hierophant, although it's a little one, because mostly it's in the positive, but there is a little shadow, which means there's a little message here for you. When you're studying, don't lie to yourself, or don't, explain things in a way that would make your heart feel better. Be careful not to go down that line, because in that case, you wouldn't really be studying it. And so the Hierophant would say in that case, be truthful in how you're collecting this information, even if it doesn't feel good. Be truthful to yourself. That's the most important thing. The most important person you want to be truthful with is yourself, because you want to benefit yourself at the end of the day, and you don't want to face these consequences. That's why you're making these studies in the first place, right? That's why you're making these this educated decision. And so take your good time to weigh the consequences of each action, and once you do, take the right action for yourself, even if it means that it's gonna take time or hold you a little bit with the anchor here. Even if it means there's a little bit of halting or a little bit of a delay, or that it may take longer than you wish to wait. But at the end of the day, you'll find yourself in a good position. You'll learn so many things about manifesting along the way. You'll keep the important things and the important people in your life. You're not going to put yourself in a risky situation, and you will learn to have self-discipline. You won't let your emotions drive you left, right, and center whenever they want. You will learn to have power over your emotions. And that is the true power in life. Knowing how to take control of your emotions and not let them drive you is one of the biggest things we all can learn in life. It will take us so far in so many directions, and how we deal with people, how we don't get triggered, how we don't let the temptations of life weaken us, when we want to achieve important things in our lives, and so on. Being in charge of your temptation instead of it being in charge of you is the strongest level you can reach in living your full potential, your full potential in life. And this is exactly, my dear pile number 2, the advice that I see for you that is meant to reach you right now. I truly hope you've enjoyed your reading, and if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. I wish you the best of luck with this decision, my dear pile number 2. I know it's not easy, but you will be so proud of yourself, especially that, you're not going to put yourself in a risky situation, and you will get everything and maybe even more in doing it the right way. I wish you the best of luck in this situation, my dear pile number 2, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 3, welcome to your reading. You were drawn to the green grass Jasper crystal, as well as this card, the Journey. Looks so beautiful, this card. Let's see how it fits into your reading. And today we're taking a look at advice that is meant to reach you right now. Let's see what it's all about. Very excited about your reading. And I feel like your tarot deck is now ready for use. So let's keep it to the side for now and pick up one card from each of these oracle decks. I feel it's this one. And one card from this deck. Oh, thanks a lot. And finally, one card from this deck. It looks like it's two, actually. Okay. So, my dear pile number 3, what do you have? So, full moon, full air moon with solution. Full moon in air with solution. Interesting, okay? You have, interesting as well, past, present, and future. We're starting to get clues on this situation, okay? The journey, past, present, and future. It is indeed a journey, isn't it? Okay, you have thoughts. It is the air moon after all. And you have poverty. So poverty would make me understand that there's some sort of lack towards something. Or something that you don't have at the moment. Perhaps this is thoughts of manifestation with regards to something that you want to have but is not there. Well, let's continue your reading. We'll find out as soon as we have a full picture. So, yeah, let's take a couple like that. Much easier. Ooh, you have the 4 of Swords. Talk about thoughts. You have the Knight of Swords. Again, yeah, for sure. On the same theme. You have the Gratitude card. Interesting. Okay. That's an extra card in this deck. It's interesting that it comes here. You have the Princess of Discs. That's the Page of Pentacles. And you have the 6 of Pentacles. You have the Fool card. Definitely talking about past, present, and future, because you have the god Janus here in the Fool, and you can see one part looking towards the past and the other facing the future. So this is emphasizing that something could make a change drastically in your life from the past to the future. One thought, in fact, can change everything for you. Your reading is going to be very, very interesting. Let's continue. You have the 7 of Swords. And look, you can even see an emphasis on the swords. Puking the eye? No. I'll find the word now. Pinching the eye or going through the eye. You have the King of Swords. And it really, although this is the King of Swords, you kind of see the universe up there. And it gives me the idea of as above, so below. Again, on the theme of thoughts and how you see things. It's becoming clearer by the second. You have the Knight of Pentacles. And you have the 4 of Cups. So what is the advice that you're meant to hear right now? I'm really seeing, to be honest with you, the universe telling you that your journey can genuinely change between a night and a day if you decide to change your thoughts towards the situation that you want to manifest or that the situation that you're greatly lacking in. That situation that you wish to change in your life, or that energy that you're lacking, the more you think or see that you're lacking, the more really that you're going to get more of that energy. You're going to be attracting more of that energy. And so the solution here is the air, is fully the air, fully in your thoughts. And so I see you're being guided to begin a new beginning with thoughts full of blessings and thoughts of abundance. with the rabbit here. Thoughts of abundance. And to quit looking at the situation as being difficult with the Seven of Swords, or being tricky, or being too difficult for you to conquer or overcome. And so here with the King of Swords, the way your mind works and the way you think about the situation, the way you empower yourself, you know, thoughts of, I'm not going to be able to do this. This is too difficult for me. How am I going to get this in my life? How is it even possible? It doesn't even make sense. These type of thoughts will be attracting that type of energy. And with the King of Swords here, empowering thoughts, however, will give you a solid new beginning. A solid new beginning where you can see energy manifesting into your life, helping you, in fact, get exactly what you want in your life. And so no matter how difficult that is, because with poverty, it seems like there is a complete lack of it. And I totally can understand. And maybe this is why this is why you're being guided from the universe. Because from that energy, we all can't help but think from that perspective. I mean, really, from that energy, we're all going to think, oh my God, how is this even possible? I don't have what it takes to do it. I don't have the resources to do it. And where is the opportunity going to come from? And we can really see that from the poverty card. And your reading here is telling you truly, the solution is in the mind. And it can look very difficult. It can look like it's impossible. It can look like there's a lot of lack here. But it doesn't mean that it's logical, because how many times in life have we or other people been in that situation and reversed it? And so it means that it is reversible one way or the other, with the right information, or with the right situation, at the right people at the right time, whatever it is, it does change. And your situation, my dear pile number 3, will completely change when you change your mind about it, because your mind is like a great engine that attracts energy to it, depending on the waves it sends out into the universe. And changing your waves will attract more things to you, and more opportunities and more ways for things to change for you that you will not even imagine. Coming from here, it is hard to see it. I truly understand and truly feel you. Personally, I truly feel you. But your cards, however, are saying that if you change your mind, you change your reality. And it starts first with gratitude. So in poverty with something, it first starts with gratitude. Thank you. I'm thankful that I was able to at least do that. I'm thankful that at least I have that. I'm thankful that I've reached this far. I'm thankful that I have the opportunity to do that. I'm thankful for receiving this message. At the end of the day, it is about putting your thoughts in the mindset first of gratitude, and feeling blessed that you can be in a certain situation in the first place, or that you may have the opportunities to change it and reverse it for yourself, that you're being taken care of, although it does not look like it at the moment. And the more you radiate first gratitude, and from that place you start reversing the way you think about it to more empowering thoughts. Thoughts of, you know what, maybe I can do it. You know what, I think I'm going to do it. You know what, I'm actually going to try my very best to do it. With the King of Swords, this is moving your mindset from, I don't think I can do it, I don't think there's an opportunity for me, or oh, this is too scary, to what do I need to do to make this happen? I'm going to get into this feeling like a winner, and if it doesn't happen, that's fine. I'm not going to hurt myself. I'm going to try again and try again and try again. And with the Knight of Pentacles, it's slowly but surely reaching there. And it's showing me momentum. In the beginning, it could start slow, but then all of a sudden, it's going to move really quickly for you, where you would think, whoa, I did not expect it to move with the speed that it's currently at. So it's all really a journey. And it's in that journey, you know, just like the girl and the deer, they start to get acquainted to each other. The girl understands the pace of the deer understands the direction that the girl wants to go to. They're both together on this journey because they both want to go somewhere together. And they both perhaps need each other to go to that journey. And it shows me here that there's slowness at the beginning of that journey because both are understanding each other. And once they do, it just starts getting faster. And it's the same energy here with the Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Taking that new beginning slowly. And it could be a bit slow in the beginning, like I mentioned, but later on, you will find your balance with the Six of Cups. You will find, you see, the Four of Cups is like, maybe you thinking it's not going to come. Thinking, why would it come to me? How would it come to me? But you see, in the middle, centering this Four of Cups is the very rabbit that you are starting to think with, or that abundance mindset that you're starting to think with. This can change with the abundance mindset. And rest assured, rest comforted that balance will come in this situation, and it will move at a fast pace once you start getting used to the energy of, no, you know what, maybe I can do it actually, and so what if it doesn't work the first 500 times? Let me continue to go until I get it, rather than where is this going to come from? I think it may hurt me. I think I may not get it. And so Knight of Swords showing a quick change in mindset, resting your mind from the very thoughts that hurt it to more empowering thoughts that begins first with gratitude. Because what you see here is that the more you think about a specific thought clearly, the more you believe in it and think about it clearly, the more you will actually manifest it into your life. So Four of Swords is another piece of the puzzle here, piece of your advice. Four of Swords, invest a little bit of time from your day to meditate, which is the Four of Swords, to meditate and to visualize it and to think about it. That's very clear because they're right in conjunction to each other. Think about how it's going to look like, how you're going to act, how you're going to feel about it, what type of things you can do about it, how you can solve the situation. Yeah, put yourself into the positive mindset specifically as you visualize it. And the most important thing with the Four of Swords, as you visualize, be calm. Don't visualize things that would trigger you or would make you feel bad or frustrated. This is the time where you calm your mind and see the things you want to see. And so if you were to do it right, how would you do it? How would you act? How would you go about it? How would the world respond to what you're doing? And so on. So yeah, continue to visualize exactly what you want. Make it crystal clear. Take a little bit of time. In fact, maybe even 4 minutes a day. Who knows? Because I see a 4 here. You need 4 for a 20. So maybe it's 4 minutes. Take a couple of minutes every day, 4 minutes, to sit down and invest in that energy for yourself. It is important for you. And so 4 minutes is a very little time for something as big as what you wish to have. Take the time to visualize yourself. I think is the biggest key here, by the way. Visualize what you want in the way that you want it, and see yourself as powerful, see yourself as being capable of receiving it and getting it and being it. And start your meditation with gratitude. First, be grateful for the opportunities that you have, for how far you went, and all the amazing things that could help you out. Feel grateful for that, and start your meditation. 4 minutes of visualizing, simple visualizing of that very dream that is important to you, that speaks to your heart. And moving forward the rest of the day, change your mindset from the mindset of, oh, how is that going to happen, to a mindset of abundance, because it is that very energy that is going to get you exactly what you deserve, my dear pile number 3. It's already yours. You just need to receive it from the universe. I wish you all the best of luck with that, my dear pile number 3. May you always get what you want and more. And I think this will be the beginning of your journey to learning how to manifest everything in your life. That was your advice that I see for you, that you're meant to hear right now. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 3, I'll catch you in the next reading.